So now we're gonna wash our hair. Okay, so you need a conditioner like the one I'm holding now. And because I have a mouthwash in my hair, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rinse the mouthwash out. So you can see I'm just removing a few clips out of the sections. And yeah, that one is a bit dirty. Ew, yeah, no, just does not look cool at all. So the first thing you do, even if you're just using like a shampoo or a cleanser, poo bar, the first thing you need to do is actually rinse that out. So what I do is I rinse my mouthwash out. The reason I do that first is because you can actually see that my hair is a different color with the mouthwash, and that's like a reddy brown sort of color, and that's the mouthwash or the mud cleanser. So basically, because it has a little like fibers and stuff in it, the best thing to do is to spend time rinsing that out first and just being very gentle rinsing it out. Because what that does is it makes sure that you don't have any of that left in your hair. So you rinse it out very gently. You can see I'm actually pulling the hair down, separating it. Yes, I know, I'm nodding with myself. Um, to make sure that I actually get all of the mouthwash out. So work in sections that are good for you. So whatever section works for you. And the water that I'm using is actually like a lukewarm temperature. You don't want your water to be too hot because if it's too hot, it'll actually dry out your hair. And you can see my hair's got a nice bounce and curl to it, and the curl's actually quite separated, which is great because that means the water temperature is good. So I gently rinse out the mouthwash. So a good way to know whether you've gotten most of the mouthwash out is when the water going through your hair is no longer different color. So with me, the water would have been like a little bit reddy brown because of the mouthwash. So once the water is very clear, you then take your conditioner. So I'm using the Organics conditioner. I love this brand. They've got so many great things. If you guys haven't tried them out, I would recommend you try them out. And you squeeze a significant amount into your hand, and then you just apply that to your section where you rinse the mouthwash out. And the great thing about that is when you co-wash, what you do is you make sure that you remove any remaining mouthwash that might be in your hair. And what I'm doing right now is pulling the hair down in a downward movement and smoothing it down. And what that does is it makes sure that the hair is lying flat. That minimizes tangles. It also makes sure that the curls actually go downwards and they actually elongate, which is great. So what you do is you smooth your hair as you're rinsing the conditioner out. Now, it's very important to know that conditioner is for your hair, shampoo is for your scalp. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because if you apply conditioner to your scalp, you're actually going to get a lot of buildup. I did that once and I got a lot of buildup. It was very bad. And I wouldn't recommend you put shampoo on your hair because shampoo is actually meant for your scalp. It's meant to actually remove whatever buildup is in your scalp. So here I'm just rinsing out the conditioner that I've applied to my hair. And I'm taking my time and gently separating my curls and making sure that all of the conditioner is rinsed out because you don't want any of this heavy conditioner to stay in your hair because it's actually not designed for that. It's designed to be used and rinsed out and because it's quite heavy. So if you actually leave any of that conditioner in your hair, you're more likely to get buildup and you're more likely to get breakage. So once I've rinsed out the conditioner, I then clip it with my hair clip or my duckbill clip, and I make sure I rinse them out first to make sure that there's no more mud cleanser on them. Because yeah, some of them like that one, it actually looks much better. Mine now looks much better now that it's had a fair bit of water run through it. Because you don't want to be depositing dirt back into your hair that you've just cleansed. So you can see I'm pulling the hair down, rubbing the scalp, and I'm rubbing the scalp because I want to also remove any buildup that was loosened by the apple cider rinse spray that I did earlier. And that's why I do it that way because when you do the spray, it then loosens buildup that you might have in your scalp or in your roots or in your hair, and you rinse it out, and that actually makes sure that you cleanse your hair effectively. And you can see that whatever tangles I have in my hair, I'm gently separating them as I go down. That's why I'm kind of pulling and separating the hair because it ensures that I get rid of tangles so that when I start styling my hair, I don't have to worry about any tangles. So in the shower, this is when you make sure that you don't have any more tangles. You effectively rinse out your hair, get rid of that cleanser, so you don't have any buildup, because sometimes with mud washes, if you don't effectively cleanse them out, you'll be doing your hair a few days later and you'll find all of this like little particles in your hair, and it's just not cool. It's not a good look at all. So let's keep going. Now we're gonna apply some more conditioner, and I'm just gonna finish doing my hair. Okay guys, so I'm just gonna fast forward this part because I'm just doing the same thing. So I'm just going to put conditioner, rinse out the cleanser, tra la 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 la. Okay, so guys, this is my final section. So you can see I am rinsing it out. Okay, so you can see I'm rinsing it out of my hair, and I'm doing it very gently. I'm rubbing my scalp to remove that apple cider rinse that I applied, so that I can also run through my hair, remove any buildup that's left. Now we're almost done. Okay, now when you're washing your hair, take your time, be gentle, there's no rush, and remember that this is preparing you for when your hair is longer. So the more you get your routine down packed when your hair is short, the easier it will be when your hair is longer. So massage your scalp, and make sure that you pull your hair down gently so that you can actually elongate it and get to the roots, and make sure that you're getting rid of any cleanser that might be still left in your scalp. Alrighty. Okay, so now that I've removed the mud wash, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the conditioner. Okay, and you can see that's how much I'm going to apply. I'm going to put a little bit more. Okay, and we are almost done, guys. I'm now applying the conditioner to my hair, slowly moving in a downward motion, applying it to the roots, from the roots all the way to the ends, because you want to make sure that you condition your entire hair strand. Okay, it's so important because our hair requires moisture, and that comes from the conditioning. And just take your time, and if you feel any tangles, remove those. Okay, so now that I have rinsed the conditioner out, now I'm going to show you how I secure my hair with the hair clip. So you twist the hair slowly, okay, till you get to the end. So you twist the hair slowly, and then you twirl it around itself, like you're making a little bouncy knot almost. Then you grab the clip and you clip it down. This makes it so much easier for you to style it, and now we're done.